Hey everybody, save time and your sanity when you're trying to help other people. Hey everybody, it's Braden Chase, and I am excited to be here with you guys tonight. Actually, hold on, let me check something really quick. Oh, I'm on the wrong microphone. I probably sound terrible right now. Hopefully that's better, or maybe the same, I don't know. Here we go. I wanted to talk to you guys about this, like how do you save time and save your sanity when you're trying to help other people? And this goes in two different ways. One just when you're generally helping people, and two, when you're trying to run a business, because businesses help people. That's the definition of a business, right? You need to help somebody with your business. So there's two stories that I want to tell with this, and there's two, it's the same lesson, but kind of from different perspectives. So I want you guys to think about this as I share this with you. So the first one about helping people comes from actually a business professional. So I was living in Brazil about 17 years ago, and I was a missionary at the time, and my mission president, the man who was kind of coordinating all the other missionaries who were there together, he's like the leader, he was there, and he's still alive, 3 doctorate degrees in international finance. Right? So he's like this ultra money guy, right? He understands all the, stuff that I don't even know how to talk about. So he knows all this stuff. And when he arrives there as the mission president to kind of organize these things, he realizes that the financing system that's set up for the mission is, really not very good, right? And this is his area, right? He's the finance guy. He's like, sweet, these guys need my help. I'm going to go help them. So he spends, several weeks, does this huge analysis that only he knows how to do, right? Because that's who he is, and builds a new financial system for the entire mission and other missions that are in Brazil, and does all these different things, adds in, this variation based on X and percentage of I don't even know what. This huge plan, developed by one of the world leaders in his field, and turns it over to the kind of area authorities, the people who are just above him in the organization, and they go, that's nice. We don't do it that way. We do it this way. And that was the end of it. Right? And it was this terrible story. It was this terrible thing of someone who could help, did help, worked hard, sacrificed a lot of his own personal time and effort, and offered his, frankly, genius to these people, and they just said, meh, we don't want it. Goodbye. Right? All of that wasted time and effort and desire and all those things, the willingness to help, just erased, ignored, rejected, right? And I bet some of you have probably felt that way. You build your course, you build your service, you build your website, you build your thing, whatever it is, and then no one cares. Right? Nobody watches your videos, nobody comes to your website, nobody does anything for you, right? And everything's just like, meh. Or, we've all kind of felt that in some ways, but as a business owner in some way, it's sometimes worse because your livelihood, right, your income depends on people liking your stuff, on people buying your things and moving forward with your services in some way. And if they show up and go, meh, you've wasted time, you've wasted money, you've wasted frustration on them and all these different things, and it's so irritating, okay? So here's another story on that same idea, right? This is from a different university professor, and this guy is actually an English professor. So he got this job as an English professor at his favorite university. It's his dream job. He's in there and he's teaching, and he goes through his first semester teaching this advanced writing course to master's level English students. And he's like, this is so cool. Don't you guys love this stuff? And all the students are like, yes, we love this stuff. So cool. It's so awesome. He's like, sweet. Everybody's becoming better writers because they're English people, right? So better writing stuff, grammar, isn't it so cool? And they're going through this whole semester. It gets to the end of the semester. He turns in a big final paper, right? Because it's English. So they all turn in this giant final paper. And he's like, dude, all of these students, they love this stuff. They love it. I'm a good writer. I'm going to go through their entire, all of them. There's 15 students in the class with these 30-page papers, each of them, right? So there's 400 pages. And he goes through every single one and marks it up and says, okay, now this would have worked better here. That word, that vocabulary word would have been better to use this other one. For 400 pages. That guy goes through this, right? Over and over and over and over again. So he goes through this whole thing. And it's like, this is so awesome. It's the end of the semester. We're in dead week. Finals are over. And he sends out an email and says, okay, everybody, I've edited your things. I put your grades up in the system. And I've edited your essays. Come in and talk to me afterwards so we can discuss, how you guys can improve those essays. Guess how many people actually came in? 0. Exactly. Nobody came. No one actually cared. This man spent many days, this is during Christmas, right? Or just before Christmas, the end of the December semester. Spent many days reading hundreds of pages of stuff, thoughtfully, carefully analyzing all the literature, whatever that they were doing. And no one even blinked. No one commented, no one came in. And he sat there on the very last day of finals week, all by himself in his office for like 12 hours. Waiting for his wonderful students to come in, and they never did. That's just, what's the lesson here, right? Between these two stories and what's going on, what's the lesson, right? So especially for business owners, but for everybody as a whole, right? But especially for business owners, especially if you're beginning, whether you're an agency, marketing, or if you have your own business, if you have a physical business, or if you have digital business, online business, courses, whatever, you have to find the right people to help. And how do you do that? You find people who have a problem, one, and, this is important, they want help with that problem. Because if they want help with it, then they'll come to you. And you can help them, they can learn, or get the service or buy the product or whatever, and everybody's happy because they want it and you give it to them and everybody's happy. If you try and take your thing, your face cream, your medical services, your digital marketing thing, your masks, whatever it is that you have, and you're trying to sell them to people who don't want them, your life is going to be terrible. Your business will not be successful. And the key is not your product. Your key is not your Facebook ad targeting structure. Your key is not your website or your design or the way you've written things or your business name or your logo or any of those things. It's who are you trying to help with your product, your service, your business, your whatever it is that you do, right? Who? Are you selling like hair straightening services and trying to target women who have curly hair but don't want hair straightening services? It's gonna suck, right? You're gonna struggle. Or are you trying to sell like digital marketing services to TV companies, right? Those two are in competition, right? That's not a good plan, right? Or like, what are you trying to do? Are you a finance specialist who's trying to sell finance stuff to people who are also finance and they see you as a threat, right? That's not a good deal. You need to look at those things and solve the problem, one, and then find people who actually want that problem solved. Because some people have problems and they don't care. Like, yeah, this sucks, whatever, life's hard. And they will never pay you. Don't try and sell those people. Just don't. Find the people who hate where they are, right? They hate their problem. They want it getting rid of. They want it fixed. Find those people and then give them your product, your service, your whatever it is that you do. Right? That's kind of the lesson with these two stories that I remember, right? This finance specialist who built a custom designed triple doctorate, ultra international, awesome financial plan for a bunch of people who didn't want it. And they never even looked at it. Or the English professor who spent days analyzing and giving incredible feedback on writing to people who didn't actually want it. Wasted time for these two professors, and it's wasted time for you too. Wasted time and wasted money trying to reach people who don't want you. So that's the lesson for today. Find the people who have a problem and actually want that problem solved. and then you go and solve the problem for them. And that might seem kind of like duh, but you would be astounded at how many businesses I work with, how many people that I work with who are like, oh, I just sell this stuff. This is what I do. Who do you sell it to? Anybody who wants it. No! Fine, stop that. Water, it's good for anybody. No, it isn't. Get it for the people who actually want the specialized thing, whatever it is that you're doing. And you will save yourself a lot of pain, okay? So if that was helpful for you, awesome. Tell me underneath in the comments. I would appreciate it. Or over there. Sometimes the comments are over there. Over there. Nearby, there are comments and links and things for you guys to click on. Tell me if you liked it. If you did, awesome. If you didn't, tell me that too. If you got confused on something, tell me that. I would like to know if I can explain this a little bit better because I think it's really important. And I am grateful for you guys for being on here. Have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you guys another day. Bye.